And welcome back, everyone, to Dragon Ball Z What If. I literally, not more than 2 seconds ago, finished the last video. Part 5, what if King Vegeta survived and hit on Earth. We had Vegeta acting like a little bitch in the last episode, folks, but it was, honestly, this would make a lot of sense for Vegeta at this time. Especially when his dad really mellowed out, surprisingly. Now, I'm not saying King Vegeta is completely a good guy. I'm not saying he might not have some bastard-like tendencies in him still. All I'm saying is he's not a man without honor. All Saiyans have their pride, and therefore there's honor to that as well. And King Vegeta does not look a gift horse in the mouth, and King Vegeta would also be, it's like, you are in my debt, thank you. Or sorry, I am in your debt. Not, you're in my debt, thank you. No, I'm in your debt, thank you. So we have Frieza showing up. Now, I did mention the Z fighter. Piccolo, unfortunately, has just become a moot point in the story. Like, he just hates this so much. Anytime, like, a super strong being comes, and Piccolo is not able to, like, take Gohan and fight the Saiyans, Piccolo does kind of fall a little to the wayside. It happens. But that's not to say he couldn't show back up. I brought him back before, but right now he's a little to the wayside. But this Frieza shows up. Now, the humans, I'm not going to say, like, where they were and how much stronger they got. I'm just going to say where I would naturally put their power levels right now. And that would include Raditz, too. So, Goku right now is around 6 million. Vegeta's around 5. Nappa is around 500,000, give or take. Nappa is also an older Saiyan, too. I don't think he's as old as King Vegeta, but he is pretty old. But he's not at that point where he's going to start to rapidly age and degrade. Everyone else, including Gohan, who would be there, did not go into hyper. He didn't go. He's been maybe chilling out with his dad sometimes training. Gohan right now is maybe only at a tepid 10,000, but that could increase very quickly. He hasn't trained in the time chamber yet because he's just hasn't found the need to yet. But he's maybe around there in terms of his overall power. The rest of the humans, Chaozu, conservatively, I'd put like around 10 at most. Yamcha is probably batting around a 50. Krillin and Tien are almost tied, but Tien is actually stronger than Krillin without the potential release. I'd put Tien maybe around 150 and Krillin around like 120. And then that leaves Raditz, who I would put a little stronger than Nappa, but weaker than Vegeta. I'd put him maybe around 2 million. Again, though, that's neither here nor there, because I'm going to be, cancel that. Sorry. Press the button I shouldn't have. So regardless, the Frieza ship shows up, and they basically have kind of flexed their powers a little bit, just enough to get him interested and meet them in the wasteland. And so Frieza shows up, and Frieza comes and says, Vegeta, good to see you. It can't be you. I killed you. You thought you killed me. Did you now? I feel pretty alive, Frieza. Not that maybe you're losing your touch with that backhand. I'll have you know it was an uppercut to your jaw and throat. I should know I felt it crack. Just like your planet cracked when I destroyed it. Oh, yes, the cat's out of the bag. I'm the one who did it. We all know. It's like, yeah, we all know. We all know. It's like, oh, my, really? I was hoping to keep it a surprise, to immortally scar you or something, but no. Oh, well. And who are you? I don't recall you at all, but you do look familiar. And Goku said, I'm Goku. Goku said, he's a child of Radiz's brother, son of Barda. Barda. Oh, yes, the little Saiyan who thought he could stand against us. I must admit, he had some balls. And then I threw my ball at him, and, well, mine was bigger. So, I literally just thought that off the top of my head. So, still, I killed Vegeta, and King, Vegeta, that is. There's maybe no reason for us to truly fight each other, after all. One lord to a king to a lord to a king. This is a good, second chances don't happen very often. Perhaps this is a good way for you to atone for your misgivings. And what misgivings would that be? Say, oh, well, of course, thinking, you betraying me, and how did we betray you? We simply We were simply growing too strong for your concern. You feared the legend could come to pass. The Super Saiyan would emerge.
It's like, well, the Super Saiyan, please. You monkeys outgrew yourselves. There was no need, for the continue.
And really, how did your father take on destruction? After all, we were always very valued by him.
Yeah, my father is no longer in charge of the Empire. I am the one in charge of the Empire, and I deemed you unnecessary collateral, just as I'm deeming it now. But before we get into the festivities, I do have a question. I've been led to believe there are Dragon Balls on this planet. Vegeta, were you lying about that? And Vegeta is like,
please. I've lied to you about many things, but that one, no, that one was true. But Frieza.
He's like, ooh, goody. Well then, perhaps we can work out a deal. You give me the Dragon Balls, and maybe I'll just forget this planet exists for a couple decades, let you live out your lives and whatever, and then come collect it.
It's like, or I could kill you right now and call it a day. And Frieza's like,
oh my, oh my! I didn't realize you Saiyans had such a sense of humor. I believe we know what happened. You might have been training these last couple of years. In fact, I might argue you look pretty good for your age. Keep in mind, at this point, yeah, King Vegeta might be closing in on the age-wise, like canonical age, on rapid aging. But as it stands, but we think we both know you can't stand against it.
Really? How about this? I'll give you a handicap. You can go to your strongest form out the gate, from the get-go. And I won't. And I'll do the honor of not even having to power up to my full power. How's that? You wish to kill me, by all means.
Really? You want me to go for that? I don't use my full power. You know why? Since you're clearly aware this is not my full true form or full power. You must be aware why I don't. I don't want to risk blowing up such a possibly rich gold mine of prosperity.
It's like, well, then I guess you're more of a coward than I thought.
Very you asked for this.
And they all sense his power.
Now, Vegeta and Goku sense the power, like,
yeah, that's not his full power either. It's a Kakarot. Is that his full power?
No, that's not. He's barely using like 2% of his power, which that would make a lot more sense power-wise. Like if he's roughly tied with Goku, it's like barely 2%, maybe barely 3%. It's only like 2 or 3% of his full power.
Damn it all. Well, even if we transformed, we wouldn't be able to take him on. What's father thinking? Because they're kind of surprised. Like, he's really keeping his power suppressed.
Oh, and what was your power again? Around 11-ish thousand? I wonder how strong it's gotten here. And
it powers up. And it starts to go, and the scouter keeps going, and then poof.
Strong enough to destroy the scouter, I see. Well then, let's see what you have then.
And he just comes in and just and to King Vegeta, it's like what happened with Prince Vegeta. Just really, is that all you got? Not Ultra Instinct, but he's got that same pride. He wants to belittle him and humiliate Frieza. So he's just, I'm sorry, weren't you going to destroy me? Just, it's like, you hold still. And just boom, just one straight punch sends Frieza flying, skidding like a stone. His first like, what? He's like, You really think I would have spent all this time on this planet not preparing for you, Frieza? I must admit, it was difficult, especially given having to hide my power level this whole time. But I found a method to gain power beyond that.
It's like you and... But tell me, did you find a way to decrease... Did you find a way to stop me from doing this? And he just does the death beat. And he even lowers the power so much he allows it to go through his body, just... like through his head, just... It's like, nah, your arrogance is your downfall, monkey. And just, what?
I must admit, that's a new one. Death beam through the brain. It singes a little bit, but no harm, no foul.
How? How did you? And then you realize, no, you didn't.
What? Wish for immortality? I did, Frieza. And enough. Now then, why don't you show? But that's not to say you're still not stronger than me. Maybe you could beat me into submission. I could be an immortal slave in the dungeon. By all means, take your shot. And Frieza's not having it. Just like powers up to like his literally just says screw it right out the gate. And just I will and just powers up. Like, I'll show you the difference in us. What do you think now? The power of Lord Frieza. And King Vegeta's like, I must admit, I am impressed by that power, Frieza. But more from a king to. But there's a difference between a lord and a king. A lord subjugates his subjects, while a king, and all of a sudden his power starts to grow, just rules. And he powers up, and sure enough, he's got Super Saiyan on in his hair. Like he's the full-blown Super Saiyan. And 7 years in there, that's a perfected Super Saiyan. That's just not a regular Super Saiyan. That's perfected. So he's got the perfect ki control with it. He's just his base is more amped. I never actually said where I thought his base was. 7 years non-stop training. His base probably is so high I probably shouldn't be able to calc it right now. Let me put it this way. It's not that I can't calc it. It's that I no longer calc it once we get past these points. Yeah, that's right, Frieza. I am that which you fear now. Your past come back to haunt you. And the immortal Super Saiyan, King Vegeta! I'm also not saying that's the end of his power either. But that being said, he just comes in. Frieza tries his damnedest. And admittedly, he's not injured, so he's in perfect condition. Just he basically does the Beerus. I remember Beerus doing this to me. Oh, this is fun. Saying I would offer you mercy, but Saiyans don't do that. But that's the difference between you and me. I don't make deals. I don't make petty deals. Really just blast Frieza, just bury it, blast him, and destroys his ship. It's like be gone from this galaxy, and be gone from this world. And so that is the end of King Vegeta, or of Lord Frieza. Like he just wipes it out completely. Only a couple like the escape pods. A couple of escape pods have got. Father, a couple of escape pods. Like, I see them. Let them go. We'll have to deal with cold eventually anyway. And everyone, meanwhile, is just astounded by whoa, his power. It's huge, unreal. It's like, whoa, how'd you do this? I found a way to unlock the power of the Super Saiyan while I was in the time chamber. Its power is unreal and unbelievable. And so King Vegeta is now like he is kind of the strongest being. Not in the universe. Beerus obviously exists, but on the planet, oh yeah. It's like, Father, how? You have to teach this to us. In time, I will. My son, my subjects. In time, I will. But for now, we must still wait for the Father to come. And they wait for the Father to come. And eventually they give it. Okay, how did you do it? He explains like the tingling. I think for him, it's the rage and loss of his home, his planet, his rule, leadership, all that did it. Vegeta also kind of sparks the rage a little bit. I think though Goku is still the one who's able to figure it out. As maybe a session in the pendulum room, he sees Krillin get killed, and it kind of causes him to snap. And so Goku does it first, then Vegeta follows in suit. I think Raditz could ultimately follow. So like everyone except for Nappa. I don't think Nappa could really do it, at least not in the same way the others can. This now leads to King Cold eventually showing up. I'll sum it up right now. King Cold gets wasted. He just gets wasted. Because now we have a little bit of a complete divergence from the storyline. Cold and Frieza are killed. The Frost Demons, father and son duo, are dead. Cooler isn't canon, so that doesn't matter. And I was like, so what now, Father? Do we take this planet for our own? He's like, have I taught you nothing? We could take this planet, but then what would that make us? We were headstrong. We were sure, Vegeta. We thought we were invincible, and then look what happened. We were wiped out in less than a breath by Frieza. No, we will do better. We will restore our home world. And so they get the Dragon Balls. Now, someone did bring up a very good point. The Earth Dragon Balls can't bring back someone after them being dead for a year. I don't think that means they can't resurrect Planet Vegeta, though. I don't think that's out of their limitation, because we know it could bring back the Earth. Actually, no, it wasn't the one that brought back the Earth. That was the Namekian Dragon Balls, if I remember. But I have to imagine they could resurrect a planet. It's just it would be a barren planet. That's all it would be. And so they wish for Shenron to bring back the planet, but there's no Saiyans really left. And so it's like, no, I will go. We will go and reestablish new Vegeta. Kakarot, I ask for you to join us. As with you, Raditz. And Goku was lucky. I was like, he's thinking about it, but he's like, thanks, King Vegeta. You've done so much for me, but this is my home. This is where my family is. This is where I belong. But you'll always have my aid if you need it. It's like, good. You're a good man, Kakarot. I thank you for everything you've done for me over the years, and you too. It's like, but what about my immortality? It's like, you will not be getting any immortality today. Now get on the damn ship. It's like, oh, damn it all. And then Vegeta thinks, there's still Namek. Yes, Namek. Of course, Father. You're right, Father. Forgive me. We have to establish a new Saiyan colony. I suppose, well, tell me, maybe borrow some of your Earth women. I was like, come on. It's like, fine, we'll find a way. So, and eventually, yeah, they'll probably find some sort of species of alien women to, procreate with and start reestablishing the Saiyan race, because it's weird. We don't know where all the civilizations in their Universe 7 are and what they are. We know of Namek, Yardrat, the Tuffles are no longer around, but we know about them. Saiyans, humans, obviously, and Earth. But then you see all the weird mutants that, and then the people who could see the future, all the weird mutants that Frieza has in his crew. Where do those guys come from? Who knows? But we know there's clearly other races out there. And so King Vegeta goes and leaves, and he's the eternal King Vegeta. But that is not we're only at 18 minutes. Eventually, Trunks shows up. Keep in mind, by the way, that we are way out of the timeline right now. So Trunks shows up, wondering what's going on in the timeline. There's supposed to be Frieza's supposed to be here. I don't get this. Eventually, he finds Goku at his home with his family, with Gohan, who's gotten a lot stronger as well. And I was like, wait, Goku? I was like, hi, who are you? Wait, aren't you supposed to be off planet right now? What? Why would I be off planet right now? You mean on Vegeta? Oh, no, I didn't want to go there. Wait, how do you know about that? Wait, no, that's not what I mean. Wait, what's going on here? And where's Vegeta? I was like, Vegeta? He's on Vegeta, with Vegeta. I was like, wait, oh, no. Oh, this isn't good. He's like, wait, what's going on? Who are you? And here he realizes the timeline's pretty effed. So might as well tell him the truth. My name is, okay. You might want to sit down for this. My name is Trunks. I'm from the future. I need to tell you, you're going to die, Goku. In 3 years, in the next 3 years, you're going to get a heart virus and die. And he explains the androids, I got to let everyone know about this. Well, go here. This is the medicine. Well, why don't you stay for a little bit? If I stay any longer, the timeline could get even more fractured. Well, according to you, this isn't even the right timeline, to which Trunks doesn't have a good answer to that. Well, I mean, if you got to go to the right timeline to make this happen, well, then why don't you just well, bring this to Bulma so she can like make you more. It's like, that's actually not a bad idea. It's like, hi there. It's like, I'm your son from the future. Stop. Because here he doesn't have to be coy. She's like, huh? He explains there. It's like, huh? Yeah, but Dad's not around here, so I'm guessing something's wrong with the timeline. Anyway, if you could just analyze this and synthesize some more, I could really appreciate it. And it's like, sure. Now, keep in mind, could there be an alternate version that isn't Trunks, like someone else coming from the future? I mean, technically speaking, you could have Gohan come from the future. That actually would be kind of cool. I could have done that. And you know what? Normally I don't. Normally I change it because we know Trunks has fucked up the timeline. But you know what? I'm actually going to make a retroactive change right now. It's not Trunks. It is a future Gohan. I like that change more because it actually works a bit better in this storyline. So future Gohan shows up, realize it. So for this time, goes to find his dad where he is, and he goes, "Hi, Dad." It's Gohan. What? And future Gohan explains everything because there's no reason to hide anything from him because him telling them the future doesn't affect him being born. So yeah, there's really nothing that. And he's still missing the arm, I imagine. And so he explains how the androids took over. They're immensely powerful, and I'm not able to stop them. We got to stop them in this time period, but we need your help. We even tried to contact King Vegeta, but Kami was killed before we'd ever get a chance to contact him. And that killed the Dragon Balls, which we were never able to get hold of Planet Vegeta. So yeah. It's like, well, why don't we? Well, we can always just ask them to come in and help before they show up. That's possible, but remember, they're busy. He's busy trying to reestablish his home. We can't always just rely on them if we need to. I'm going back in the Trunks a little bit. Still, if we can get a hold of them, it'll be great. But for now, Dad, just stay alive. That's all you need to do. It's like, what? What is it? It's a medicine for the heart virus. There's no cure now, but in my timeline, there is. Yeah, train hard and stay well, Dad. It's like, wait, son. It's like, how strong have you gotten? Come on. Want to go one round with your old man? And Gohan just like, all right. And Gohan's like watching his future stuff, and he transforms, Goku transforms, and they're duking it out. Goku is still the stronger of the two. So they, yeah. And I bet if I still had my other arm, you wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't be so easy, would it? Wouldn't be so hard either. And honestly, it'd be kind of nice for them to just have a father-son moment like that. They don't get too many of those father-son moments in the series. So to have a moment like that, I think would be really good for the characters. Gohan says his goodbyes, and they head out. Goku manages to get a hold of everyone through Kami, explains what's going to happen, and they all start to prepare. Meanwhile, something else has been going on. And I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but it has to do with the nature of the androids and the fact that they're not really androids. They're cyborgs. They're called androids, and Gero is technically mostly, and like 16 is certainly an android. But Lapis and Lazuli, 17 and 18, are actually more cyborgs because they can procreate with humans. They have biological systems. They can actually eat food, all that stuff. So they've just been enhanced supremely. But they biologically are still actually people. So it has to do with that. And where someone has been this whole time. So that is part 5. I had to remember what part I'm on. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys for part 6 on next Saturday. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later.